G'day ladies and gents, we're about to climb Mount Meharry. We're in Karijini. We're not far from Tom Price. We've been there last year, but we're about to do it again.
Do it again.
But this time, we're gonna do a bit of rock climbing tutorial to get to the top. So you guys can learn along the way how we treat the vehicle, the tire pressures, and the terrain as we climb up. Stay tuned guys, a bit of adventure and a lot of learning coming up. Mount Meharry, right there.
Let's hit it.
Let's do it. Now?
Yeah.
All right, let's go now then. Hang on, what about the map?
You take the map. Yeah.
You got the map?
No, I've got the map.
I've done the
No, you
map.
take it. You're leading.
What to expect coming up to Mount Meharry? Well, the tracks in aren't too bad. Some of them are mining tracks. That's the one we're on right now. It's one of the last tracks in there. We come down from Juna Downs, which is the shortcut through Karijini. Beautiful drive, by the way, because you drive amongst all the other big peaks that are around. So Mount Meharry, what to expect there? Well, it's harsh rocks as you climb up. It's not an easy going climb. You really have to think about your wheel placement and your gearing and all those kind of things, because it's very steep and the rocks are quite big in some areas. Also, with the wrong tyre pressures, you could mess up your tyres pretty quick. So nice and slow, steady as she goes, all the way to the top. And you may feel like you're going too slow in some areas because you're on low range. Don't worry about it, because you're going to have such a good view as you're climbing up. Alrighty, with tyre pressures, we're going to take these bad boys, which are mud terrains, down to 22 PSI. It's kind of a bit lower than what I normally would, but there is nothing around that's going to require high speed or anything like that. We're going to take it nice and steady, slow as she goes, and we want maximum contact with the ground, and we want this tyre to mould itself to all the rocks and the stakes and sticks and stuff that we're going to come across on our way to the top. So let's get to it. Hey Torbs, since I drove the Troopy last week, I found that stock tune is so good.
I'd actually just put in stock tune low range and I'm seeing how it goes.
Oh, I might give that a go too while we're at it.
It just seemed to have more torque earlier on, because I think once you tune an engine, it's sort of really, you need more RPM.
No, you're definitely right. I can feel it straight away.
Yeah, how good is it? Okay, that's very interesting. Now, I've driven this 79 with a tune for so long, and I had a tune set for low range, but having a stock Troopy has made me realise, because it's got no tune, right? It made me realise how much better it is in low range off-road when you want to go slow, because the torque is earlier. See, when you tune a vehicle to get more power out of it, you end up tuning it higher. So you need more RPM for it to hold itself, otherwise it stalls. So it's got more power lower. Yes, it doesn't have as much power as when it's tuned, so it's not great on the road, but when you're off-roading low range, stock tune, learn something new every day. Just heard a couple of wild dogs off in the distance there. Speaking of wild, the tracks are just beginning to get a little bit wild now. This one here requires low range. Actually, from here on, low range is pretty much the only option you should be in. Tires are down already. So this is just a warm up. What's coming up is I'd say 3 times as steep, 5 times as long, and that's just the start. Then we got to get to the top. I love this track. There we go, here comes the hill. We've got the rear locker on, which means it forces both wheels at the back to spin at the same rate, and the front I've left open. I do have a front locker, so if I lock that, I can't turn as well. So we're going to leave that unlocked. Whoopsie, can't find the grinder. A little bit of slippage, not much though. That's why you want to keep the gearing really low. Two really good techniques with vehicles. So if you want to stop the vehicle from surging because you're hitting bumps, because your foot's doing this, jam it up against the footwell, and then you got so much control. Even better when the door's closed, obviously. The other thing, when you hold your steering wheel, do not hold it like this. Keep your thumbs out, because when you hit a rock or a stump or a log or something, your steering wheel can actually flip and can actually break your thumb or dislocate it. And it's not fun. Hey Torbs, what's it looking like, mate?
It's looking pretty good. Heaps of shale up here, so it's going to be slippery.
He reckons that's good. This is going to be awesome. This is what I call the gatekeeper for Mount Me Harry. This is probably the most difficult part, especially to jump up at the top. And that's what I'm mainly looking forward to. And then from there, it tapers off a bit and the views just take over. Let's get into it. Copy that. Hey, so I'll just engage my locker. Well, it's not engaged yet, it's trying to. At what point are you going to do yours?
I flicked mine on already.
Yeah, so did I. It's not going in this time though. Come on, click in. Hey, you lifted them wheels a little bit earlier, eh?
That was good fun. The old tripod cruiser, eh?
That was wicked. Oh, how good's the view? And this is just the beginning of the hill, really. I mean, we're past the gatekeeper, so let's keep going. We've got a switchback turn up here, and then we just keep on going until we reach the top.
Wow, dude, check out to 3 o'clock. I think we're going to get really wet.
Ooh, there's some silky dark clouds, isn't it?
There, she's building up.
What does it mean when the wind's going towards it and it looks like it's coming this way?
There's a serious bloody storm coming.
That'll be interesting at the top, wouldn't it? Be quite exposed.
Just a wee bit. As long as that marker is higher than us, we should be alright.
Well, as long as it's not a lightning storm, we'll be right, because we've hit the highest point. Doesn't matter how many times I come up here, every single time it is just so epic. I love this area. This is my 3rd time back here, and definitely not the last time. There's mountains everywhere. Look, I know it's not tall in the perspective of mountains being 1,250 meters, but it's in a region that just looks so different. It's so beautiful. It's all red dirt, spin effects country.
Here we are.
Yes. Tallest mountain in WA. Mount Meharry, 1248. On the map it says 1200. Maybe that's where the sign is because it's higher over there.
Yeah, it's higher over there. 1250 over there.
Sun hasn't gone down yet. It's behind the clouds though, so it is a bit dark and a bit gloomy up here.
Oh.
But I reckon we got the best views just before we lost the last bit of light.
And we're going to get wet.
Yes. So
No doubt
we should
about that.
probably only enjoy a little bit up here and then find our way to camp, which will surely be in the dark. We're gonna get to the highest.
I'm the tallest man in
you
WA.
cheeky. Hey, you cheeky side. Here comes the lightning.